Good morning. Just adjusting this. All right, looks good. All right, thank you for joining me. About 2 minutes. It's 9:28. And before we start, it's always a good idea to have a blanket nearby in case you end up needing it for your knees or to sit on or for any other reason. Just to have a blanket handy is always nice. So if you don't have one, you have a minute to go find a blanket. And since we're waiting, just important to always give you the reminder that I can't see you. So please make sure to listen to your body. And if anything is causing you pain or discomfort, modify or opt out of doing it. You're always welcome to up level or explore movement and make the practice exactly what you need for today. Okay, it's 9:30. We're going to start. So we're going to start seated this morning. Here we are. And crossing your legs, or you can come in Virasana, which is sitting on your heels with your knees forward. And just kind of, wiggle around, get that excess energy out, move around, shift. In one of the videos I'd mentioned, if you haven't seen it, but if you think about how a dog or a cat, before they settle into that nice cozy place to rest, they, dogs, they'll circle 3 times. Cats are purring and they're just ridiculous settling their space. So take as much time as you need to settle in to your space. And we'll let our eyes close. Let's take a deep breath in together. And a big letting go sigh. One more time, deep breath in. And a big sigh. Good. Rooting down into the earth, and make any adjustments so you feel that your head, your neck is in alignment, the spine is in alignment, stacked over the hips, so that central channel can freely flow. Lifting through the crown of the head, lifting through heart center. And as we have that lift, we stay rooted into the earth. So we're directing our energy in opposite directions. Therefore, opening and creating space in the body for our prana to flow. Notice how your physical body is feeling, so you know what you're working with this morning. Without getting frustrated as we practice, if your body isn't doing what expectations that you've given it, just let go of those expectations. Care for your body as it needs to be cared for. It houses your spirit. So we want to honor and respect the physical body. And if you haven't already, soften your belly and come into that yogic breathing. As you come into your breathing, notice if you're tensing in the forehead or between the brows. Can we soften that area of the body? Soften the forehead. Relax all the little muscles around the eyes. Just let the skin drip. Feel as though it's dripping down. And our breath, by connecting to the breath, we're starting to bring ourselves into a centered and open state for our practice. So just continue to be with the breath. Our practice today is focused on one of the yamas in yogic philosophy, aparigraha, which is non-attachment and also non-hoarding. We're going to focus more on the attachment piece. And I thought that this is a really good time to focus on attachment since everybody has had the rug ripped out from underneath them, and we've really all had to adjust and change and do new and different things. And I know for myself in my own life, I really, all the attachments that I've had have really been highlighted. So I think if I'm feeling that way, then a lot of other people are feeling that way. So we're just going to, on our mat today, explore that feeling of attachment, exploring when attachments arise. And then we can take that practice off the mat. Continuing with your breath, we're going to come into the Abhaya Mudra. So take your right palm to face forward, fingertips up towards the sky, and flip your left palm open towards the sky. The back of the hand rests on the leg, and then you can close your eyes again. This particular mudra helps us to cultivate peace and detachment from fear. So you may have seen pictures of Buddha in this position. So using this mudra, let's see if we can embody that peacefulness and non-attachment of the Buddha. Now, attachment is a huge part of our suffering. It's the things that we're attached to. You might feel as your palms are open here, you're in this open, receptive place with the hands. So you're not gripping, you're not holding on. And we take these first few moments of our practice to transition into the witness standpoint. And let's notice what's on your mind this morning. And if there is a particular thought, I just want you to notice the attachment and notice where you feel these hooks in your body. And then any labels you associate with yourself, male, female, brother, sister, father, grandfather, aunt, nurse, teacher, whatever your profession is. I'm a kind person. I'm a helpful person. All these labels and descriptions that we associate with ourselves, can we detach from those things? Just move beyond all those words, all those labels that we think define who we are. Beyond all those labels, we're all the same, we're all equal, we're all connected. These labels, stories can separate us. Let's take a couple more slow breaths here. Releasing any expectations for your practice. because we can attach to those expectations. So don't think about a goal. Don't think about an endpoint. Don't think about how you want to feel. Let go of all of that. Trust that what needs to happen during your practice will happen. One more breath in. On your exhale, release from the mudra. Take your hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, open the heart. So we reach the hands down towards the earth as the heart lifts towards the sky. Take another breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Big stretch here. Exhale, let your left hand come down, coming into a lateral bend. Just opening the breathing muscles. The muscles along the rib cage. What's coming up in this position? And release up. Arm floats down. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, arch to your second side. Focus. So if the breath, if you catch yourself not breathing fully and compromising the breath, then that's just your sign to change up what you're doing, to modify, to come back to the present moment. And release, nice and slow, back up. Hands come just below the knees. On your inhale, tilt the pelvis, puff out the belly, chest comes forward, shoulder blades come together, lift the chin. On your exhale, tuck the pelvis around the spine, spread the shoulder blades, chin to the chest. Move back and forth with your breath. Maybe on your inhale, thinking of the breath coming through the tailbone, up the vertebrae, up to the crown of the head. And then on the exhale, visualizing the breath coming through the crown of the head, down the vertebrae, back down to the tailbone. So giving the breath a color, whatever color resonates with you, and breathe up and down the spine. When it comes to attachment, sometimes we might notice in the mind first, but other times we might notice in the body. So I've come to realize that sometimes if I feel a certain sensation in my body and I observe it and dive into it without words, just breathing into it, I can usually tie it to some type of attachment, something that I'm hooked onto. It's actually a really cool practice to do. So exploring all those energetic hooks. It's the first step to releasing, and come back on up. Resting your hands down on your legs. We're going to do a breath exercise. It's really good for releasing stress and anxiety. I'm going to count. If your pace is faster or slower, of course, go at your own pace. So we'll start by making sure that we have a good foundation, root into the earth, lengthen the spine, lift through central channel of the body. And we'll take a breath in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the top for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale by blowing out the breath like you're blowing out a candle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Deep breath in, belly fills. 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold at top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out breath. 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. In 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And breathe in. Back to your yogic breathing without control, just freeing the flow of the breath and noticing. Be present, be here in this moment. Good. And you can flutter your eyes open if you need to. Watch. We're going to take our right leg out. And actually, it could come in front of you or out as far as you want to go with that leg. And then the sole of your left foot is going to come to your inner thigh. Root through the sits bones. Flex that foot, your right foot. Okay. Straighten the leg, but if that isn't good for your back or your hamstring, you are welcome to bend your knee as much as you need to. Turn the torso towards the extended leg. On your inhale, root to rise. So that means root down through the sit bones to rise up through the crown of the head. And then you can feel free to walk towards that leg, following your edge. So follow the sensation. Deep breaths. You might feel good to comfortably soften the upper body here, but be mindful with that because we're still in the beginning of our practice. So body might not want to do that just yet. Take another full breath in. Long, slow, letting go, exhale. Taking your right hand to the inside of your right leg, left hand to your waist, roll yourself open. Okay. You can stay here, arching towards that extended leg. You can stay here with the hand down, or you can reach the arm up to the sky, or bicep by your ear. Find a good place to hold and breathe. A place that is steady and comfortable. As we move through our poses, releasing any attachment to what you think it should look like. If it feels right in your body, then that's where you want to be. Let go of any images that you've seen of people practicing yoga in the magazines or online. Or even right now watching me on here. You don't have to, if I'm doing it and you're just not where I am, that's totally fine. You know what you're feeling in your body. I only know what I'm feeling in my body. Let's take one more breath in. Reach. On your exhale, reach your arm up. Slowly come up. Let your arm float down. Take your legs forward and then your feet to the earth, feet hip width apart. Hands come behind your body, fingers spread a little wider than your hips. Your elbows are bent towards the back of the room or behind you. Press your feet into the earth and press your palms into the earth. And feel that you're starting to lift the hips up. We're going to go along with that. So press a little deeper, lift those hips. Bring your shoulder blades towards each other to assist in the lift in the chest. Chin towards your chest. There's some people who like to bring the head back here. If that's okay for you, then do that. But it's definitely not a place where you have to go. Ooh, waking up the body. This is a deep front body opener. It's energizing. Take another huge breath in. Fill yourself with the energizing life force. And on your exhale, slowly, let's not rush out of it. Slow and with control, we release down. Notice, even during the transitions, taking your right foot in, left foot out, figuring out where you want that left leg, sole of your right foot to your inner thigh, root through sits bones. Turn towards your extended leg, one hand on either side. Flex the foot. On your inhale, root to rise. Exhale, walk it forward if you are ready for more sensation. Keep full awareness with the sensation. As the body invites you deeper, you can move deeper if you like. Notice what happens when you bring all your awareness to the sensation that you're feeling. And think of breathing right through it. What shifts and changes do you notice, if anything? Good. Let's take one more breath in. And exhale. Empty the belly. And bringing your left arm to the inside of your leg, right hand to your waist. Roll yourself open. Ever so slightly, feel as though you're leaning back. Might help give you some more openness. Hand can stay here or up to the sky or by your ear, wherever you feel steady and comfortable. And then you can close your eyes and just be here. Nowhere to go except this moment, being with your body, with your mind, with your emotions, with the breath. So you are all at home right now, if there's something that starts to distract you, this is another good way to practice attachment, like noise or someone in your house, notice where you feel that irritation maybe inside of yourself, and you're just noticing, what does that feel like? If there's a distraction or something annoying you going on in the background, where do you feel that in your body? Let's take one more breath in. And slowly release the arm back up and down. Torso floats back up nice and slow. Beautiful. Bring your legs forward, feet to the earth, hands behind you. Spread your fingers. Press palms into the earth. Press feet into the earth and lift. Deep breath. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly release on down. We'll cross our legs. Hands come forward, feet to the earth, bend your knees, release your head, soften your torso. We'll slowly unroll the body for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. A couple shoulder rolls here. Feel your feet. Walk it out a little bit. Going up to the toes and then back down to the heel. Toes, back down to the heel. And then release. Balance out your weight between both feet. Give the toes a wiggle. Even weight through the 4 corners of your foot. Open those palms. Lift the heart. Full breaths. You don't have to rush the breath. There's nowhere to go. Let's take our palms to press at heart center. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, open to the sky. Reaching. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, soften the knees, long spine, nice and slow, fold. Inhale, your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach to the sky, spread your fingers. Exhale, tilt pelvis, feet press down strongly as you lean forward with the torso, release head and neck. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, soften the spine, release your head. Inhale, opening up. We'll be adding on. Exhale, long spine, bend the knees, release. Inhale, halfway lift. And bend the knees, hands to the earth. Let's step our left foot back for runner's lunge. Hold for a couple breaths. Press your left heel towards the back of the room. Lift the left back of the thigh up towards the sky. Long spine. And let's go back to downward facing dog for an inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees come down, flow low. Pelvis presses into the earth, lift into your cobra, drop the chin. So back of the neck is long. Exhale, lower down, and then press up and back. Downward facing dog. Hold it here as you move around to loosen up the body, loosen up the muscles. Give some gentle yes, no nods with the head. And full breaths in and out. And as we go through our practice, since we are focusing on attachment, sometimes we might come into a position and think, oh man, 10, 20 years ago, I could do it this way. And, we can get attached to that. Can we release attachments to the past and just be with who we are today? We're not who we were 10, 20 years ago. We're a brand new person. It does create suffering when we compare ourselves to things that we could do in the past. There's no comparison. We're always changing in so many ways. Attachment just inhibits any natural flow. Let's take another breath in. Bend the knees, gaze to the hands, step or hop forward and fold. Feet root down, inhale, big stretch to the sky, receiving life. And exhale, we bow to the earth. Halfway lift. And right foot steps back. Let's hold this runner's lunge. You know, you can always drop to your knee if you like. Press your right heel back. Back of the thigh is buoyant, lifting towards the sky. And take your palms to the earth. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, roll into plank pose. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you can drop your knees or you can come into chaturanga, bending the elbows, keeping the knees lifted. And on your inhale, take it into your cobra, or maybe you want to come into up dog on the tops of the feet and on the palms. Either way, make space between the shoulders and the ears. We're going to hold for a couple breaths to really let this heart opener set in. Both positions, be mindful of your back. If your back starts feeling uncomfortable, we're not going to force it and make it do something it doesn't like. Work with your body, not against it. Let's take one more huge breath in. And with your exhale, float back to downward facing dog. Let's bring our knees to the earth, big toes together, reach hips to heels, find your child's pose. Take a few breaths, folding inward. A great place to return to your center if you've got caught up somewhere else. Hear the sound of your breath. Each time you exhale, let your body go just a little bit more. You don't have to hold on. We can let go of control. No gripping. As you hold this child's pose, is there anything asking for your attention? Anything in your body, mind, or emotions? Just take a moment to see if there's anything that needs your attention, your acknowledgement. And when you feel ready, palms press into the earth. We'll meet back up into our downward facing dog. Hold it here. Let's bend our knees, gaze to your hands, step or hop forward and fold. Inhale, open to the sky. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And a slow cleansing exhale. Let out all the breath, every bit of it. Don't have to hold on. One more deep, full breath in. And a slow exhale, letting go. Good. And from here, let's step our left foot back. Come into a heel to heel alignment. Your back foot pivots in, bending your right knee, opening your arms out. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Lengthen through fingertip to fingertip. Feel the base of the front foot. Feel full contact with the back foot. Direct tailbone towards your front thigh. Let's take another breath in. On your exhale, taking your right forearm to the top of your thigh, your left arm can come up to the sky or by your ear. Think of opening pelvis too. So the whole front body is open forward in this position, extended side angle. Keep the bend in the front knee. Full body awareness. So that left leg is active. This isn't all about your front leg. You have a back leg too to help support you. And we're not dropping and sinking into that front thigh, but have a sense of lifting in the upper body. Full body awareness. One more breath in. On your exhale, reach your arm up and down. Rotate the torso. Flip your back heel. Take both hands to the earth and drop your knee. So both hands are going to be inside of your right foot. So for this, I guess I'm not going to be mirroring. So I just remember what you're doing in your body. So your right foot, both hands come to the inside of that foot. Slide your left knee back as much as you're comfortable with. Now you might stay here, or if you want more sensation, you might walk the hands forward. You also maybe take your forearms to the earth. Okay. Make sure that right foot is to the edge of your mat too. If you're looking for intensity today and you want to lift that leg, feel free. As your edge moves, you might be able to lower down. This is a good place if you have blocks, but I haven't been doing any of these videos with props just because I don't know what people have at home. So as you move deeper with this one, just take it forward and let your eyes close. So as you've probably realized, this is quite an intense position. But we're not going to attach to that. We're not going to attach to our descriptions of what's going on. Leave the words out of it. Just breathe into the sensation and know that your breath is powerful. Your breath is cleaning out all these tight places that are opening, the tight places that are inhibiting the flow of your prana. Breathe through. Stay with sensation as it moves deeper. Let's take one more breath in where you are. And a long, slow exhale. Walk your hands in if they're forward. Now we'll take our hands to either side of your front foot. You're going to heel toe your right foot all the way to your left side and back. So we're moving towards pigeon pose. So as you can see with my leg, it's at an angle. The heel is going to be towards the left hip point. All right. Pelvis is square over the earth, and then we slide your left leg back, come to the top of the foot, and we start here. And be on your fingertips. If you want less of a back bend, you can take your hands forward. But before coming all the way down, just give this a couple breaths to let your body settle in. Use the breath, telling your body that you're safe. Body doesn't have to grip. Curl under your left toes. Lift your knee. Press the heel back as much as you can. You might not feel any movement. It might just be an intention. And then replace your knee down. Take a breath in, lengthen spine. Exhale, long spine as you come down, if you choose to, onto your forearms. So we have a tendency here to drop off to the right side. Lift up, pelvis is square over the earth. If you're feeling discomfort in your knees, you can bend your back leg instead and do it that way. You could also do this on your seat with the leg crossed over the ankle. It's going to get in the same muscles. Most of the same muscles. Let the eyes close and let the breath take you away. Stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. Let's take one more full breath in. And a slow breath out, little more release. We'll take our palms to the earth. If we're on our forearms, press palms down, slide the knee back. Any organic movement here, maybe just dropping the hip side to side, or a little modified up dog. Eventually taking yourself into embryo. Embryo with the thighs together, arms alongside the body, forehead to the earth. Pause and notice. Drop out of the mind. The mind's going to take you somewhere else. Come back. Feel the earth beneath you. Let's take our arms back forward, palms to the earth. Lift. Curl under your toes. Bend your knees. Walk towards your hands. Fold. Here, now we'll take our right foot back. Heel to heel alignment. Press feet into the earth. Cartwheel those arms. Warrior two on our second side. Now my back is to you. Bending your left knee. Take a peek that the knee is going out towards the pinky edge of the foot rather than blocking the big toe. That might mean lessening the bend in the knee. Direct tailbone towards front thigh. Arms come out. Roll shoulders back and down. Soft gaze across your front middle finger. Embracing the strength in your legs. As you hold here and the sensations deepen, what comes up in the mind? Are you attaching to wanting to get out of this position? If you notice an attachment, where do you feel it in your body? And can you look at it from that witness standpoint? Oh, I see. That's an attachment. What are you trying to tell me? Something like that. But just separate yourself from it. These attachments don't define us. One more breath in. I'll stop talking. Exhale, take your forearm to the top of your thigh and your right arm by your ear. Extended side angle. Remember, we're pressing down into the earth with both legs. Pelvis, torso. So pelvis, belly, chest, open. Arm comes up or by the ear, and we have a lightness in the upper body. Full body breaths. Let's take one more breath in. On your exhale, let your arm come up and down. Rotate your torso, flip your back heel, drop knee. Both hands to the inside of your left foot. Heel toe that foot out to the side. Right knee can slide back if you want more sensation in that hip flexor. And here we are. You can be here on the palms or walking palms forward, or maybe forearms. Honor the side for what it is. Let your eyes close. Trust that you're safe, even as the sensations will go deeper here. Soft belly. Draw out each breath. If the wrists get cranky, you can always come to your forearm, your fists as well, too. Let's take one more full breath in. And savor the exhale. Lift up onto your hands if you're somewhere else, and heel toe left foot in. So now your hand's on the outside of that foot, and heel toe that foot all the way down so the heel comes towards your right hip point. For pigeon pose, slide right leg back. Fingertips to the earth. Honor this side for what it needs. So if this is not working for your knees on this side, remember you can bend the back knee, or you can bring the ankle on top of the thigh. Don't force it. Hips are square over the earth. Take a moment, curl under the back toes, lift the knee, press the heel back, even if you're just visualizing pressing the heel back, and then bring the knee back down. Take a breath in, lengthen. And on your exhale, if you choose to take it a little deeper, you can come onto your forearms. Close the eyes, be with the sensation. And be here for another 2 rounds of breath. When you're ready, take your palms to the earth, push palms into the earth, slide your knee back, and listen to the body. Maybe drop hips side to side a couple times, letting it release. You might want to circle hips around both directions. And come back, come forward. Good. Okay, curl under your toes. Walk your hands back. Light on the fingertips. We're coming into a squat balance. So knees are going to lift. Are going to lift. So here we are on our toes. You can have your hands to the earth. One hand on earth, one hand at heart. Both hands at heart. Both arms up. Have a dristi. Keep gaze steady. Keep belly soft. Keep heart lifted. Lifting through that central channel. Crown of the head lifts towards the sky. Don't take it so seriously. Good. Let's take one more breath in. And exhale slowly, slowly. If your arms are lifted, bring them down. And then come off onto your knees, cross your legs, and come forward. Feet come forward. Let's take those legs forward for a moment and just shake out the legs. Shake it out. And point and flex the feet. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let's do this first. Baddha Konasana. Heels can be in towards the body or further away, your choice. Root through the sits bones. Lengthen the spine. This might be where you stay. Or if it feels good for you, you can lean forward. And if it's okay on your back, you can soften the upper body as much as you like. Closing the eyes, letting go of any attachments to ideas of where you want to go here, what you want to look like. That is not what yoga is about. It's about releasing those things. Being okay with exactly where we're at. And as you hold here and breathe, let go of constant pushing deeper and deeper, and just trust in the ebb and flow of the breath. So the inhale, it's a little lifting, and then the exhale is when we may move a little deeper. And the breath will take you exactly where you need to go in this moment. And let's take one more slow breath in. And a slow exhale. Empty every bit of breath. Squeeze navel towards the spine. Slowly roll on up. Head comes up last. Hands to outer thighs. Guide the legs together. Take legs forward. Give them another shake. And then feet to the mat. Hands behind your thighs. Knees bent. Inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale around your back. Take it down vertebrae by vertebrae. And your head comes down. Bend your knees into the belly. Give them a squeeze. Don't rock just yet. Just give the thighs a squeeze. Let the legs, the thighs be heavy. And let your arms rest heavy on the legs. Nice stretch for the low back here. Drop the chin. Maybe use the blanket that I suggested under your head if your chin isn't able to come down. Okay, let's rock side to side a couple times. And release. Take your arms alongside your body, extending your left leg. Bend your right knee into your belly and then extend right leg up. Couple options here. Your left leg can stay extended, but if you feel like that's too intense, bring the foot to the earth. Okay. Lower back comes towards your mat, but there might be a little bit of space, but just know that the back is coming down a little, navel towards the earth. Take a breath in, press heel up towards the sky. Slowly exhale, press out through the heel as you lower down, belly button towards towards the spine. Inhale, lift the leg up, belly fills. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Using your abdominals. Exhale, lower. Belly button to the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press out through the heel, lower. You can go faster or slower than the pace of my cue. One more time, lift. And lower. All the way down. You can keep that right leg extended or take the right foot to the earth. Left knee comes into the belly and then extend the leg up, flexing the foot. You might have to bend that knee if the hamstring's really tight. Take a breath in, press heel up to the sky. Exhale, slowly lower, press out through the heel. So lengthening the leg away from the body as you lower it down. Inhale, lift up, belly fills. Exhale, navel to the spine as we lower the leg. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Inhale, slowly lift. Exhale, slowly lower. One more time, lift. And lower down. Good. Bring both feet to the earth. And then lift your feet up. Hands to your thighs. We're going to press our thighs into hands and hands into thighs. Hold and breathe. Thighs press into hands, hands press into thighs. Drop chin towards chest. Press lower back towards the earth. When you exhale, hug navel in towards the spine. A little bit longer, just be with it. Connect with your core strength. One more breath in. And on your exhale, bend your knees into the belly. And take the knees, the thighs away from the belly. Let's drop the knees over to your right. And arms can come straight out from the shoulders, palms up. Head can turn to the left, or you might want to see how it feels to turn your head to the right. Which way do you feel more of a release? Or maybe head just at center. If you're looking for a little more, you can cross that upper leg over the lower leg. Make the breath last. Noticing the exchange of breath at the top of the inhale. When the inhale changes into an exhale, and at the bottom of the exhale, when it changes to the inhale just happens. And we'll take our legs back to center, feet press down, lift and lower hips, and then lift your feet back up. Slowly drop your knees to your second side. Settle in for a moment. Just let the initial sensations present themselves, and then decide if you want to cross the upper leg over the lower leg. Let's just start with the first variation. and then move deeper. Decide where you want to turn your head, if at all. Soften any hardness in the belly so the breath can move. Relax your inner thighs. When your second side is complete, take your legs back to center, feet to the earth, arms alongside the body. And pause, lift and lower the hips. You don't have to rush back into something else, just pause here. Let's press our feet into the earth. As you press your feet down, notice what happens. Your hips want to lift. Let's go along with that. Lift those hips. Lengthen your knees forward. Start here. This first variation of bridge pose. And you're welcome to take this bridge pose into the variation of your choice or into shoulder stand if that's in your practice, or another inversion that you like. There's nothing that's more important than being here with your breath in this position. Choose to be here. Choose to be in your practice. The rest of your day can wait. Whatever you have to do, if things start calling for you from the outside world, just choose to leave it there for a little bit longer. We always have the choice. Let's take one more breath in wherever we are. On your exhale, if you're in bridge, tuck pelvis, take it nice and slow out of it. Once you're down, pause. You can drop knees side to side if you like, or remain with stillness. Let's bring our knees into our belly. Bring your head up to your legs. Squeeze your face, squeeze your hands into fists, squeeze your feet, squeeze your belly, squeeze it up tight, and take a breath in. Full body stretch, point the toes, reach fingertips back behind you. Flex the feet, lengthen out through the heels. Take arms to the sky, roll wrists, roll ankles, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes in both directions. And letting the arms come down by your side, finding a good place for you to take your Shavasana. And just settle in, just as we did in the beginning of the practice, moving, adjusting. You don't have to land right in stillness. Move and adjust as you need to. Let's take a deep breath in wherever you are. Reach your shoulders up to your ears. And take a slow letting go sigh. Letting the release come from your entire body. One more time, breathe in. And a big sigh. Release. Let go. Noticing what it feels like in your body. Can we be at this place of calm, the eye of the storm, beyond attachments, beyond the labels we attach to ourselves, beyond the stories that we tell ourselves. Away from all the attachments. When we try to hang on to another person or to any part of life, we impede the natural flow. To be in harmony, we must let go. You must lose your life in order to find it. Real strength, real self-respect is achieved only by setting the hungry self aside. It's human to want to hold on to what's precious, but life's real treasure is found in achieving the rhythm of ebb and flow. Joy can't be a constant state. Glory is part of a cycle that includes defeat. Accepting imperfection, accepting change, is part of accepting our humanity. We obey the same cyclic laws that govern the universe. Success in living depends on accepting that one day we'll eat cake and the next we won't. Fear tempts us to hoard the crumbs of our success, but wisdom lets us brush them away. Let us remember that joys recur just as sorrows do. And you can stay where you are as long as you need to, or you can roll off to one side and give yourself a moment to pause there, to seal in your practice, coming into a seat when you're ready, but move gently. And when you're up, we'll take our palms to heart center. We'll take another breath in and a big sigh. Thumbs coming up to our third eye. The light in me bows to the light in each of you. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions about anything that we did or any requests, make sure you reach out to me because I am happy to do whatever you all want. So, yeah, thank you. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Stay healthy. And I encourage you to take this from your mat out into your day, exploring attachments and where we feel them in our body. Have fun with it. Okay, I forgot how to shut this off. Oh, bye.